Good morning, children. I'm Shakila Miss here again. Okay, welcome to the 14th session of our online class with standard of 7 and with the subject of science. So, you remember in the 13th session, okay, we have started with a new lesson, that is weather, climate, and how the animals adapt themselves according to the climate and the weather conditions. So I told you what is the meaning of weather and what is the meaning of climate and what is the difference between climate and what is the difference between weather. So weather is for one single day, that is for 24 hours, and the climate is for a long period of time. Based on the weather reports which they do it every day, they preserve that and then only they decide the climate of a place. Okay, then I told you accordingly to the climatic conditions, this time in this lesson we are going to read about two different climates. One is the polar region and the other one we will see what is the next one. Okay, so now first we are going to do about the polar region. So the word polar region itself tells you that it is a very cold place. It is very cold and most of the time it is completely covered by snow and ice. So many people cannot live there for a long time, nor many animals can live there for a long time. Few animals are permanently living over there. So among those few animals which live there permanently, about two we are going to see. One is animal and one is a bird. So the animal is the polar bear. So the word polar bear itself tells you that it is white in color. Okay, now before we go to that, I'll tell you what is the polar region, how the polar region is. Okay, so as I told you, the polar region is completely covered with snow. And everywhere you can see only the layers of ice will be there. And over here, snow means it is white in color. And over here in this polar region, they have got an extreme climate. Extreme climate means it is very cold. And when they get summer, so when they get sunlight, it will not be very hot. It will not be very hot, but it will be mildly hot. But it won't be like how we have the summer season. They won't have that type of summer. Like here, how during evening 6 o'clock or after that, how the weather is. That is only the summer for them. But the day will be warm. So over there in the polar region, for 6 months, they do not have sunlight at all. The sun never rises during the 6 months in the polar region. And for the another 6 months, there is sunrise. There is sunrise, but once the sun rises, for another 6 months, it will not set at all. So there won't be much difference between the day and the night. Throughout the 6 months, they will have brightness. They will have brightness. But for the other next 6 months, there is no chance of the people seeing the sun at all. So that is why it is called as the extreme climate. So just see some of the points I have written here. The polar regions, extreme climate. So that it has got the extreme climate. Cold means it is extremely cold where people cannot survive. That is, and then next, warm means it is just warm. It is not very hot, it is just warm. Covered with snow. So the whole place, the full polar region is covered with snow and very cold. It is not just cold, it is very cold where people cannot survive throughout the year. Most parts of the day or most days of the year, people can see only the snow and the ice covered over the place. For 6 months, no sun. So for 6 months, the sun never rises over there, nor the people are able to see the sun. And for another 6 months, sunlight is there. Okay, the sunlight is there. But like evening 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, how you have here. That is just little brightness. That is how it will be from morning till the, that is the whole time the sun never sets. So for all these days, the day will be, there is no difference between day and night, and it will be just little bright. It won't be very bright like how we have the regular day. It won't be like that. And towards the evening, how it is for us like a gloomy day, like that only it will be for another 6 months. Two common animals. So there are many other animals which lives there. Okay, and there are some birds also which lives over there. So, but they are not permanently living there. And the most common animal which you see over there is the polar bear and the penguins. Okay, so now why these animals are able to live even in such a type of coldest climate? The polar region has the coldest climate. Okay, so how the polar bear adapts itself, or how it is adjusting itself to live in such a cold region. So one thing over here. So now we'll see about the polar bear. So you know polar bear means it is pure white. Okay, so even if it is on the snow or whether it is on the ice layers, you cannot make out that the polar bear is there. So any animals which comes to hunt over there, they do not realize that the polar bear is there because the snow also is white, the polar bear also is white. So the polar bear has a thick white fur. White fur means what? Hair. Okay, it has got thick hair which protects it from the cold. And then how many layers of hair does it have? Two thick layers of fur. Okay, so it's not one layer, it has got two thick layers of fur. And over here, this white fur not only protects it from the cold, but also it protects the polar bear from the predators. Who are the predators? The other hunting animals. They are the enemies. So when those animals come in search of other animals for food, so even if the polar bear is there, they will not be able to make out because the snow also is white, the polar bear is there on it also, they cannot make out because both is white in color. And under the fur, okay, fur is the hair. So they have got top one layer of hair, down that one more layer of hair along with the skin, and under the skin they have got a thick layer of fat. Okay, you know, if the fat is content is more in the body, they will not feel the cold. So the polar bear has one thick layer of fat under the skin, and after that they have a layer of skin. On the layer of skin, they have one layer of fur, that is the hair, and on top of it, one more thick layer of hair. So it does not feel cold at all. And not only that, and during the warm days when they have got sunlight, so that time these polar bears, they not only walk on the snow, but when the snow melts into water, they are able to swim in the water. The polar bear can swim in the water. That is only during the warm days. Because in the cold days, everything will be in the form of ice. So they don't have any water for them to swim. And its paws. Paws means what? The feet of the polar bear. It is white. The paws are white and they are large. Large means what? Big in size, which not only helps them to push the water in the when they are swimming, to push the water and move forward, but otherwise during the days when it is cold, these large paws and the white paws help them to walk on the snow, so that cold does not enter into their body through the paws. Then while swimming, it has got one more advantage. While swimming, it can close its nostrils. The polar bear. You know what is the meaning of nostrils? You are having two holes in your nose, so those are called as the nostrils. So even for the polar bear also, these nostrils are there. So during the time when they go for swimming, these polar bears have the capacity to close their nostrils. So after they close their nostrils, they can remain under the water, that is underwater. They can remain under the water for a longer time after they close their nostrils. See, while swimming, it can close its nostrils and remain underwater for long time. So they can remain inside the water for a longer time during the time when they can swim in water. It has a strong sense of smell. Who? The polar bears. The polar bear has a strong sensitive nose they have, which can give them the smell of the food which is available. So as soon as they get that food only we call it as prey. So immediately they go searching for the food. So that sensitive nose which gives them the strong sense of smell helps them to find the food easily. Okay, because over there's a lot of competition for the animals for food because everywhere it is covered with snow and ice. So getting food is very difficult over there. So these are some of the adaptations which helps the polar bear to live in the polar region. So now did you understand which is the polar region? What are the climatic conditions of it? And the main two common animals which are found there, one is the polar bear and one is the penguin. So now we have finished about the polar bear. Next we will go to the penguins. Yes, children. So now we saw about the polar bear. So now you are going to see about the penguin. Okay, you know penguins. You might have seen in the pictures or in the TV when you watch the geographical channel or the Discovery Channel, National Geography. All this you might have seen. The penguin means it is white with black. Okay, so these are the birds which they can stay in the colder regions. They cannot stay in the hot climate. So they can live only in the cold regions, and these are flightless birds. The penguins are flightless birds. They do not fly. They can walk, and you know the penguins have got two portions in front over here. So those are called as the oars. So that helps the penguins to swim in water. So now we'll see about the penguins. See, penguins are flightless bird, and their usual color is white and black. It has thick skin. Okay, it has a thick skin. The penguins has a thick skin with a lot of fat. Under the skin, they have got layers of fat which protects them from the cold, which prevents it from cold. So this thick layered fat under the skin never allows the cold to enter into their bodies. They swim in water. Okay, penguins, as I told you, they have got those oars. Those oars help them in swimming in water. So not only the oars, even their feet. Okay, like the regular birds, their feet is not there. They have got a different feet that is called as the webbed feet. If you see the duck's feet, it has got a webbed feet. That is, it will have all the 5 toes it will have, and all the toes will be connected with a thin layer of skin in between. So they can spread out and push the water when they are swimming. So that only is called as the webbed feet. Not only that, they have got a streamlined body. Streamlined means what? You must have read in 6th standard. Okay? The fishes, they have got the streamlined body. Not only the fishes, even the birds. That is, it will be in the shape of a boat, where it has got the front portion little sharp, so that it can push through the air and fly. So over here, the fish also, it has got a streamlined body. So like that only with the penguin's body also is a streamlined body where it can push through the water and swim in the water. And and it has got a web feet. So I told you what is the meaning of a web feet. If you spot the duck, you will know how the feet of the duck is different from the other birds, because the duck also has got a web feet. You know the ducks also swim in water. And apart from these, that is mainly the polar bear and the penguins, there are other animals which lives in the polar region. So other animals, that is a variety of fishes. So all these fishes you can see only during the days when there is sunlight. Okay, so in the other time, that is during the cold season, you cannot see because the whole place will be covered with snow. And musk oxen. Okay, there is an animal called as the musk oxen, and then the reindeers. You might have seen the reindeers, that is during the time of Christmas season. You might have seen the Santa Claus. Okay, he is riding on a sledge, and the sledge is being driven by the reindeer. So that is it is a family of the deer, but it is called as the reindeer, and this reindeer can live only in the cold regions. And then they have got some varieties of foxes, seals, whales. Okay, you know seals, whales, all these usually live in water, and they have got a number of varieties of birds. And these birds do not stay there for a longer time, or they don't stay there permanently. These birds you can find them only during the warm days, and during the cold days they migrate to the other places where the climate is warm. Birds migrate. Migrate means what? Move from one place to the other place, to the other warmer places during winter. So they go away to the warm places, and after the winter season is over in the polar region, again they come back to the polar region. So this is about the polar bear and the penguin. So these two are the main animals which are commonly found in the polar region. Yes, students, so now we saw about the polar bear and the penguins. That is, we have finished about the entire polar region. So in the next session, we'll see about the next type of climate, that is the tropical rainforest. So if you have any doubts, you can come and clarify your doubts, and the assignments will be sent on the group. Thank you.